Breaking news flash. Jonathan Anderson's Dior men's debut was equal parts Royal Ascot elegance with a Glastonbury-worthy outdoorsy twist, resulting in a tension-filled, rad-trad take on the modern gentleman's wardrobe. Without further ado, here's your runway report. When it came to house iconography, Anderson certainly tied one on, with shimmering tweeds, natty knits, and waist-defining bar jackets pour on. While up top he opted for playful riffs on black tie attire, the designer's signature savoir-faire was firmly in place. From tails to novelty waistcoats, often styled back to what I'm calling punchy meets grungy pantaloons, such as these swirling seamed khakis akimbo or rosy clustered cargos, which unfurled to show off Anderson's tailoring ingenuity. Let's have a look at them from the back. What does this remind you of? Origami, pastry proofing? Speaking of reminders, I just moved my Simone Rocha sleeve here so we can talk about the shoes, because these Dior high tops were undeniably similar to the current season ones he ended his Loewe run with. They must be selling very well. But it wasn't just in palette that there was a pleasing through line from his JW Anderson collection to Dior, which was most noticeable via his multiple spins on outerwear classics that blur gender lines and feel very wearable and saleable. But also, I think in the way a lot of us are drawn to Anderson's work, again, this is another Loewe example, is because, and now we're back at Dior again, there's this crisp subversion that reads as both familiar, faintly preppy, never too much so, striking an impressive balance of reverent and here regal even. This guy totally looks like some young prince of a made-up European land. Ditto him. Balanced with Anderson's more reverent leanings. And I think we're going to see his love of amplified silhouette really be fully explored at Dior, where the idea of containment and volume, which of course originated from the 1947 New Look collection, he's clearly going to have some fun with silhouettes that can swing. A fabric-full style that there certainly was no precedent for, but he did a lot with at Loewe. And while I think there were a few examples where the styling did a disservice to the tailoring, I think this was a very strong Dior debut, don't you? This was actually my favorite look, pulling together so many Dior and Andersonisms in one, with the designer himself marking this seminal career moment by posting, quote, "You have to start somewhere." And what a promising start this was. And a reminder that while everyone wants to bitch and moan about how fashion is in the toilet and nobody's shopping and it's just designer musical chairs and another white man, all that might be true, but can we all just take a moment to appreciate this is where a young Jonathan Anderson started 15 years ago, spring 2011. It's quite Sakai, but it's so good. And this is where he is now, overseeing all of Dior, still young, only 40, and arguably the designer with the biggest job in fashion right now, with over 18 collections a year across Dior, Uniqlo, and JW Anderson. It's an impressive testament to when hard work, talent, and opportunity all align. But enough of my effusive ramblings. What did you think? That wraps your news fash. I'm Moshe Lundstrom. As always, be sure to stick with me to stay up to date on all things fashion.